Pastor William is highly respected in the Bloomington, Normal, and Central Illinois community, and is the 2006 recipient of the African American History Month Award presented by Daniel Brady, State Representative of Illinois. Pastor Williams also graduated from Illinois State University with a Bachelor of Science degree in Criminal Justice Science. Pastor Williams is a visionary whose passion for God shows in his preaching. In 2009, he opened the door for Pastor Williams and City of Refuge to take their message to television, where they can be seen every Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. This is only the beginning for Pastor Williams. He is a man for such a time as this. William and his ministry is loved and supported by his wife and daughter, Charlotte Denise, and Heaven Bennett. At this time, will you help me in receiving our speaker for the hour, Pastor William A. Bennett. Let's give him a hand.
Thank you very much. Thank you, First Lady McSwain. Let me give honor to the organizers of this event, neighbor to neighbor, Illinois Wesleyan University, and to M.A.A.R.C, who invited me. I counted a privilege, and I did not know I was going to be all right. But then when Shirley announced that President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama were in the building, I got a little nervous. But we have another First Lady in the building, and she is my queen, and I do want to recognize her, my wife, Charlotte Bennett. She's back over that way. She has a little princess with her, my 5-month-old daughter, Heaven Bennett, and I want to thank them for coming on tonight. Education is so important. My mother and my father pushed me and my brother to strive for excellence in our education. It was not a choice in our household to go to college. My father never graduated high school. My mother went back to college at about age 40 or so. For us, we didn't have a choice. Soon after high school, go to college, and I'm so glad that I had parents who pushed me and who helped me to achieve in my education. I don't want to be before you long, and I won't, but I do want to give an encouraging message to our youth. Many of our young people will be familiar with a very high sports figure named Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is perhaps the greatest to have ever played professional basketball in the NBA. But Michael Jordan was not always considered the greatest. In fact, as a sophomore in high school, Michael Jordan tried out for the varsity basketball team, but he did not make it. He was cut. Obviously, the coaches thought he was not good enough. He was not fast enough. He was not strong enough. Maybe they thought he was not talented enough to help their team, so they cut him. So what would Michael Jordan do in the midst of a setback? Would he give up on his dream to be the greatest basketball player? Would he stop believing in himself because he didn't make it the first time he tried? Would he begin to doubt his own talents and abilities, like so many others who have allowed setbacks to be their excuse to fail? No, he wouldn't. Instead, Michael Jordan used his setback to become his setup. After being cut, Michael Jordan worked harder. He practiced hour after hour. He said, and I quote, "Whenever I was working out and got tired, and I figured I ought to stop, I closed my eyes and I see that list in the locker room without my name on it. And that usually got me going again," end quote. Michael Jordan came back stronger, faster, his abilities more fine-tuned, and he made that team the next year the same team that cut him before. He made it because he used his setback as a setup. He went on to win 2 gold medals, 6 NBA championships, and a multiple of awards in the NBA. He is recognized as the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. He achieved his success through hard work and the principle of never giving up, no matter what. You students have already shown a desire to be the greatest, for you have excelled with honors in your education. Your academic excellence and honors show that you have the ability and the intellect to succeed in this world. It also shows that you understand the importance of hard work, the importance of studying when others are playing, the importance of focusing when others are distracted. Your achievement points to the fact that you have not allowed setbacks to be your excuse to fail. But like Michael Jordan, like Martin Luther King Jr., like Harriet Tubman, like President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama, you have allowed your setbacks to become your setup. And therefore, it is appropriate for you to be celebrated and recognized for your achievements. But now is not the time to get comfortable or satisfied. For your future success does not just depend on what you do today, but what you will do on tomorrow. It is not just about what you did last year in school, but what will you do this next year and the year after that. Now is not the time to lose focus, for up the road lies more setbacks. Up the road lies more distractions. Up the road lies more negative peer pressure. Up the road lies more temptations waiting to rob you of your greatness. But if you live by the principle of never giving up, if you stand in the face of adversity, never giving up, you may fall down, but rise back up and continue on, never giving up. Never say you can't, for if you try, you can. Never say you won't, for if you believe, you will. You can be anything that you want to be. You can do anything that you want to do. There will be many obstacles in your way to deter you from the greatness that lies within you. But you can overcome each obstacle with perseverance and by never giving up. There will be many choices along the way. I encourage you to make the right choice. Make the choice to succeed and not to fail. Make the choice to be drug-free rather than to do drugs. Make the choice to interact with positive people and friends that add to your experience rather than joining up with negative gangs and organizations that will lead you down a destructive path. Make the choice to be a leader and not a follower. And if you follow, make the choice to follow the right things that will lead you to the right places. There have been many that have stood at the door of opportunity, but have failed to open that door and go through it. There have been many who have been on the road that leads to greatness, only to be detoured by minute things that don't add up to the joy that they would have experienced had they not lost their way. There have been many who have had the ability to achieve academic excellence, but have allowed that ability to be replaced by excuses. And now I say, it is your time. It is your time to walk through that door of opportunity. It is your time to travel down that road that leads to greatness. It is your time to achieve academic excellence. And if you continue to strive, if you continue to learn, if you continue to work hard, you will achieve your dream and your goal. You will become the greatest in the things that you endeavor to do and to be. And one day, somebody will ask you, it may be your children, it may be your grandchildren, it may be a friend, it may be a stranger, but somebody will ask you, how did you make it this far? How did you become this great? And your response will simply be, I never gave up. Thank you.